श्रियः कुरूणाम् अधिपस्य पालनीं प्रजासु वृत्तिं यमयुङ्क्त वेदितुं सवर्णिलिङ्गी विदितः समाययौ युधिष्ठिरं द्वैतवने वनेचरः परिभ्रमन् लोहितचन्दनोचितः पदातिरन्तर्गिरिरेणुरूषितः महारथः सत्यधनस्य मानसं दुनोति नो कच्चिदयं वृकोदरः. Draupadi, when she starts her speech, she first says, I don't understand, if the Mundina Shlokatla, she says, only people who have sthane krodha, people who show anger at the right moment will be appreciated, will be respected also. But you don't seem to have that at all. And people are neither going to respect you, nor will they fear you. So next she looks at the brothers and points out each one of them and shows you have to at least look at the state in which they are right now when compared to what they were before, and it should trouble you in some way or the other, right? Paribhraman lohita chandanojitaha. First she identifies Bhima and says who was wearing chandanam and everything, and he was on a chariot roaming around. Now he is roaming around inside mountains, Renurushitaha, with just dust on him. Does he not trouble your mind? Don't you feel upset when you see Bhima in this state? Next she moves on to Arjuna. Vijityayav prajyam ayachad uttarana kurun akupyam vasu vasavopamaha sa valka vasamsi tavadhuna haranna Tavadhuna haran aharan karoti manyum na kathan dhananjayah. Dhananjayah tava manyum katham na karoti. How is it that Dhananjaya, his name itself, he uses an appropriate name here. Yaha vasavopamaha vartate saha Dhananjayah, one who won over so much of wealth for you and brought it for you. Saha Dhananjayah katham manyum na karoti. How is it that he does not produce anger in you? So yaha Dhananjayah vasavopamaha, one who is equal to Vasava Indra. Vasavopamaha yaha uttaran kurun vijitya, having won over the northern Kuru region. For the Rajasuya Yagam, he went and he actually did not have to go and conquer them or have any fight with them. The moment he went there, they all provided the wealth that Yudhishtira and others needed for the Rajasuya Yagam. So he brought wealth from the northern Kurus. Uttarana Kurun. So Kuru Vamsha was divided into two. One is the Hastinapuram and Kurukshetra, those people who were in this area. And then more further north towards the Kashmir and Afghanistan, further up north, there was another branch of the Kuru Vamsha. I think Shantanu's brothers' descendants were all there, or Shantanu's father's descendants were there. So, that was a separate, they were called the Uttara Kuru, the northern region of the Kuru Vamsha. So Uttara Kurun Desha Vasheshaha tu atra sarvada bahuvachane eva vartate. So Uttaran Kurun, Uttara Kuru Deshan, Vijitya, having conquered the northern regions, Akupyam Prajyam Akupyam Vasu Ayachat. Ayachat, he came and gave you. Tubhyam ayachat iti Yudhishtiraya. So he came and gave you Vasu, wealth, which was Prajyam, Prabhutam, a lot of wealth, which was also Akupyam. Kupyam is more, that is baser metals, like brass, tin, copper. These are all of lesser value than gold and silver. So here the Nanya gives you the meaning of Anyat. So Nanya can have many meanings, actually 6 meanings I should say. Tad abhavaha, tad anyat, tad binna. There are 6 meanings, right? Opposite and then Anyat. Anyat is something other than. Tat sadrishyam, something very similar to that. Abhavaha, absence of it. Tad anyatvam, something that is different. Tad alpata, Aprashastyam virodhascha nayarto shat prakirtitaha. Aprashastyam, that which is not as said in that manner, virodhaha, opposite. These are the 6 meanings of nanya, the na. So in a samasta padam, when you say, let's say abrahmanaha, one who resembles a brahmana, but he is not a brahmana in the true sense. So that is tat sadrishyam. If you take abhava, you can take nisandeha. So asandeha, no doubt at all. When you say akupyam, na kupyam, akupyam, that which is something different from the base metals. So tad anyatvam. Here you take it as gold and silver. Okay, so akupyam. Other examples, I think for tadalpata, you can take it as anudaram. These are there in Kashika also and Siddhanta Kaumudi also. Anudaram nama, someone who has a stomach but it is so little that the belly is so little that you can practically say she does not have a madhya bhaga. And then I think aprashastyam and virodha is asura. Aprashastyam enak theriyala. Virodha is suranam virodhinaha asuraha. So na suraha. Atra akupyam prajyam vasu ayachat. Arjuna, who was similar to Indra, who was like Indra, that is in ruling and conquering people, he was just like Indra, and he brought you a vast amount of treasure, which was something different from copper, etc. So which was silver and gold, by conquering the northern Kuru Desha. Now what is he doing? Adhuna tava valkavasamsi aharanna katham manyam na karoti. Now what is he bringing? What is the wealth that he is bringing? He is only bringing bark garments for you. Does it not increase your anger towards him? Not anger towards him, but towards the situation. So it should incite your anger here. Why is it not doing that? Arad Padikirala, who wants to start today?
I can.
Yeah.
So, starting with Pratipadartha.
Yeah.
Vasava upamaha Indratulyaha. Yaha Arjunaha Uttaran Kurun, Uttara Kuru Deshan Vijitya. One over the northern country of the Kurus. The country of the northern Kurus. Prajyam nama Prabhutam. I've not seen this before. Usually, Ajyam has got a completely different meaning.
Yeah,
Right?
Prajyam is an abhyaya here. I think so. Yeah. Need to check that.
Ajyam. Oh, interesting.
Ajyam na idu ghee, yeah.
What is going on? Okay, okay. Akupyam nama, that which I was thinking, akupyam could be you would not get angry at it because it is the best. Tin or something like, what is this?
Kupya yapt pratyayata vachinde you are saying, yeah. Usually kupyam is something that is graha yuktam, something that is base da.
Worth getting angry over, or worth disregarding, or ninda marhati. You cannot get angry because this is the best. Suvarnamayam. Vasu nama dhanam. Actually, Indra's name Vasava is also probably related to Vasu, right?
From Vasu, yes. Yes. Prajyam is there. It is an adjective, so it is not an abhyaya. It is there in all three.
So Prajyam going with Suvarnamayam.
So Vasu.
Oh, with Vasu. Because Suvarnamayam is also an adjective, and Akupyam is also an adjective. So Prajyam is an adjective. I see. What is is there any dhatu or something that they have? Like
Praviyate iti. I have no clue what this is.
Oh, this is that.
Ajay iti dhatuhu vartate.
Gatahu asti kimapi.
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay. Ayachat nama dattavan. So saha Arjunaha. I mean, yaha Arjunaha uttara kuru deshan jitva. प्रभूतं धनं भवते
Ayachat.
दत्तवान् सः धनञ्जयः, that winner of wealth, अर्जुनः अधुना अद्य वल्कवासांसि वल्कलानि, so this is the tree bark, clothes made of the bark of the cedar trees.
So Valka is bark and Vasamsi is cloth.
Yeah.
Garments.
Yeah, garments made of valka. Okay. So Valkalani Aharan Sampadayan. Okay. So he's got Valkala Vastram and he's wearing it. Katham tava manyum katham tava dharmarajasya tava manyum nama krodham na karoti nama na utpadayati iti. Bhavah. Purvam rajasuyartham Arjunah sahasena uttarakurudeshan agamyan nirjitya. So having won over the agamya, very difficult to go or conquer, probably here. To conquer, having won over the very difficult to conquer Uttarakuru Desha, having won it over with his sahasam, with his bravery and courage and his prowess. Arjuna having won over for the sake of Rajasuya, for the sake of wealth, for to do the Rajasuya Yajna, that Arjuna having done that, Prabhutam Dhana Sampadam Aninaya. So he brought over lot of wealth. Aninaya is the little letter of the knee dhatu.
Yes. Ang ni.
Ang upasarga. Sa eva adhuna padartham valkala sampadane nimagna. Oh, he's doing sampadana not only for himself but also for Dharmaraj.
Yeah, that's what, no? That's the whole thing. So Vasu, Kimartham Saha, why did he go and get it? It was only for Yudhishtira. So the same way now he is getting bar garments for you.
Now he's Valkalanjaya, probably.
Aharati Nama he is bringing. Yeah.
Okay. So now he is nimagna, he's engrossed or he's completely busy in getting Valkala for you instead of bringing wealth like he did before. Esham sthitim drishtva, having seen this kind of state of affairs, tava krodha va lajja va notpadyate kim. You don't get angry, or you not get any indignant. Are you not indignant? You have any shame? How is it?
இது சொந்தம் இதெல்லாம் வந்து the Vyakyata himself does it. Manyu is just Krodham, that's all.
Yeah, is added by the Vyakyata.
Yeah.
She names it. He's bringing out the hidden dhvani. He's hearing the dhvani.
Yeah. Vijityayav pradyam ayacchaduttaran kuruna kupyam vasavopamaha savalka vasamsi tavadhunaharan karoti manyum nakathan dhananjayah. Parikara Ankura Alankara can be there because Dhananjaya. Yes. I was a little, see, Vasavopamaha is a Upama Alankara there. One who is similar to Indra. Dhananjaya is a Parikara Alankara. Parikara Ankura Alankara.
Saha iti asti kalu.
Kutra. Oh yes, then you can't have Parikara Ankura, it is only Parikara Alankara.
Okay.
Yeah. Sabhipraya Visheshane.
Okay.
Valkavasamsi, usually when we say like a gunaha will be used for the guni itself. Like then this Valkavasamsi is they've given the paryaya padam as Valkalani. So in the Pratipadartha.
Okay.
So that Valkalani means it is already the Vastram.
So it is interchangeably used. Appadi illa. It is interchangeably used usually. Valka and Valkalam nalu, it is bark only. So
from the bark it also means the cloth.
கோஷத்தை பார்த்தா தான் தெரியும் whether there is any particular vrikshattvak is valkalam. Vrikshattvak is also valkalam.
So only that, right? So
Lakshana, you can say clothes. Why would
yes. Yeah. They don't stitch it and use it and all. They just wear it. That's all. The bark பதப்படுத்துவா அவ்வளவுதான். You know, in the sense they அதை ஈரம் பண்ணி then காய வச்சு ஈரம் பண்ணி காய வச்சு to make it more flexible. They do treatment to it. That's all. Otherwise, it is just the plain bark. They don't stitch it for it to become
Mm.
a stitched garment specially. So you can use it interchangeably.
Okay.
Next one is about the twins. Vananta Shayya Kathini Krita Kriti Kachajitau Vishwagiva Gajau Gajau Kathan Twametau Dhriti Samyamau Yamau Vilokayan Utsahasena Badhitum. Etau Yamau Vilokayan, as you are looking at these two twins, the twins, Yamau. And how are they? Vananta Shayya Kathini Krita Akriti. It is in Dvivachanam here. They have an Akriti, Akritihi, Tayoho. So Akriti. They have a form which is Kathini Krita, which was not Kathinam before, which was very soft before, and now it has become calloused because they have been lying down in the forest, Vanabhumi. Vananta Shayya, Shayya here refers to a bed that is possible only, that is something like a Vanabhumi, Vananta. Vanantaha is Vanabhumi. Vanabhumihi eva Shayya. That is, they've been sleeping in the forest on the floor, and so their bodies have been hardened because of that. So Vananta Shayya Kathini Shayyaya or Shayyayam Kathini Krita Akritihi Yayoho Kacha Achitau. Vishwak Kacha Achitau. Vishwak is everywhere, all over their face and their hair. Their Vyaptam, Achitam is Vyaptam. Their face is completely filled with hair of all sorts. That is, there is no samskara done for them. So they don't, tie their hair or no oiling, nothing of that sort. Not even no shaving also. Yes. So
no barber.
So it's
Barberness.
Yes, so if you are banished from the city, from the gramam, then you don't have the luxury of all that, right? So Vishwak Kacha Achitau Agajau Gajau Iva Agaha na Gachati iti Agaha Parvataha Agajau Agat Jayate iti Agaja, like Padmaja, no? So Pankaja, like Pankate Jayate, Pankajaha, Pankajam. In the same way here, Agajaha, Gajaha, an elephant which was born in the mountain, just as how it'll be. அதாவது எப்படி சொன்னா தமிழ்ல பராமரிப்பே இல்லாத எப்படி இருக்குமோ அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கா இவன் ரெண்டு பேரும் without any unkempt. அதுதான்
wild, totally wild basically.
Yeah, totally wild mountain elephants. அந்த மாதிரி similar to them, these two are going around. Vilokayan, seeing them, you're still holding on to two things in you, which is dhriti and samyama. Dhriti is dhairyam, or dhriti can mean happiness, contentment, not happiness, more like tripti. Your dhairyam also means a steadfastness. You are happy to be in the state that you are. So there is a kind of a contentment in you, and samyama, control of sense organs also. Forget about Bhima. He is a valorous person. He has that strength. He can take care. Arjuna, okay, he is also a person who has won over many countries and brought you things. So, fine, he can also probably take care of himself. But these two are actually your stepmother's children. So you are more responsible towards them, and being Dharmaputra himself, he has to take care of them and be more responsible towards those two. And yet they are in this manner. They are running wild here. When you see them, your sense organs are still controlled. How is it possible? So dhriti samyamau badhitum katham na utsahase. Why is it that you are still not making an effort? Utsahase. Katham na utsahase. Why is it you are not still making an effort to drive away? Badhitum, drive away your tushti, contentment, and this samyama, self-control, on seeing them. Yeah.
Here, the Shabda Alankara is so beautiful.
Krita Kriti Kacha Chitau Agajau Gajau. அதுக்கப்புறம் யமௌ யமௌ.
It's really nice. Also, like I was thinking, like this is it's a yamakam, right?
Yes.
So Yamakam Yamo.
அதனால யூஸ் பண்ணியிருக்கார். This is the starting of his Shabdalankara. This thing. There is one entire Sarga where he devotes for Shabdalankaras in the Chitra Kavyam.
But I mean, here I was thinking that these two people, these two twins, they actually look as they look so terrible, like their state of affairs or dress and everything. It's like Lord Yama. He looks so Bhayankara, right? Like Yamas have
அந்த
come
மாதிரி
and are
சொல்றேன்.
standing in front of you. Like they look like
என்னமோ
Yama.
நீங்க வந்து சொல்றேன் போங்க. யமோ.
But then
யமன் வந்து நிக்கிற மாதிரி இருக்குங்கிறளா?
Yama. ஒண்ணு இல்ல.
Nice. So இங்க உபமா இருக்கு. He has not written that Yamakam. Okay, that's fine. I'll make a note.
If you don't want to take Yamakam, then we can do Chekanuprasa.
Chekanuprasam undu. Ena the letters are the
Anyway, yeah.
different. The vowels are different, so it can be Anuprasa. Yamakam is better actually.
Yeah, Yamakam is good.
எழுதிடுறேன்.
Yeah.
ஆமா. I'll just make a note of it so that yeah. நீங்க படிக்கிறீங்களா?
प्रतिपदार्थः वनान्तशय्या कठिनीकृत आकृति वनभूमिपर्यङ्के कठिनीकृतशरीरौ
विश्वक
विश्वक समन्ततः कचाचितौ विकीर्णकेशौ अगजौ पर्वतसम्भवौ गजौ इव वारणौ इव स्थितौ एतौ यमौ अमू नकुलसहदेवौ विलोकयन् पश्यन् त्वं धर्मजः त्वं कथं केन प्रकारेण धृतिसंयमौ सन्तोषनियमौ बाधितुम् अपगन्तुं न उत्सहसे न प्रवर्तसे.
Should be some apagantum avada apagamayitum varakudadu. Apagantum means directa vara mari irukku.
Apagamayitum only.
No, Nijanta makes more sense here.
But Shloka has Badhitum only.
Adikilla. Badhitum can be both, இல்லையா? You can remove. But அது வரலாம். ஏன்னு எனக்கு தெரியல. Anyway. So, அச்சிதம்ங்கிறது வந்து I was just looking at it. ந சிதம் அச்சிதம். இல்லையா? இல்ல கச்சைஹி ஆச்சிதவுன்னு போட்டிருக்கு. That's what I was a little வரேன். கச்சைஹி ஆச்சிதவு விட அச்சித ந சிதஹ.
Achita is like all spread, like flying everywhere.
Samantat. Okay. Vikirna iti.
Vikirna.
Sure.
Vikirna kesho.
Okay. Kachachita.
हे नृप सुकुमारिणौ नकुलसहदेवौ वनेषु कठिनशिलातलेषु शयाते. O king, the very delicate, tender twins Nakula and Sahadeva are lying down in the hardened floors of the forest. Hard rocky grounds of the forest. एतयोः केशाः संस्काररहिताः आकाशे उड्डयन्ते. Oh, their hair unkempt and it is neglected without any hair oil, mousse and all, and it it blows in the wind and reaches up to the sky. That tall it has become now.
Akashamna, it doesn't have to. Atrapi akashaha vartate eva. It doesn't have to be so tall.
If it is very less length, then it won't be dramatic. We need it to be very tall.
Okay.
एतौ काङ्गिविहीनौ वनगजाविव दैन्येन वने सञ्चरतः. They don't have the lustre they used to have before, and they are roaming around in the through the forest like wild elephants in misery. तादृशौ एतौ दृष्ट्वापि त्वं धैर्येण निग्रहेण च जीवसि इति महद् आश्चर्यमेतत्. It's really an astonishing thing that even after seeing them both in such a pitiable, miserable state, you continue to live in with such self-control and
Actually, Dhriti, if you look at Mallinatha's Vyakyanam, if you have it with you, he quotes Dhritihi yogantare dhairye dharanadhvara tushtishu. So, Dhritihi, the word is used in the sense of yogantaram. Yogantara அப்படின்னா அன்யஹா யோகா. It is a kind of yoga. It is a kind of chittavritti nirodha. Dhairyam, courage, dharana dhyana samadhi, the concentrated mind. Dhriti also means adhvara, yagam. Tushti, contentment. So the meaning that he wants to say here is contented. So with satisfaction and a nigraha, with the control of sense organs, how are you able to live like this? It is a great surprise. Vananta shayya kadhini krita kriti kachachitau vishwagiva gajau gajau kathantvametav dhriti samyamau yamau vilokayan utsahase nabadhitu. Now she's done with the brothers. Now she comes to him. But before addressing Yudhishtira, she says, imamaham veda natavaki. Huh? You have a...
Yeah, I wanted to say, badh means to block. So, badhikam means to block. But apagam is, apagachati means to go away. It does not mean to block. So, apagamayitum is correct.
Yes. Apasarayitum, na utsahase, apagamayitum. Yeah.
So, that was the two meanings. One means
good. Here, actually...
How was it, Nadia? I couldn't get it. Can you explain that one?
Badh means to block.
Yes.
So, badhitu means to block.
Yes.
But apagachati means goes away. Does not mean stops. Apagachati, like avagachati to understand, upagachati to come close, right? Agachati to come. So, apagachati to go away. Does not mean to block. It means something else. Unless you had the
free to let go.
Unless you
okay. Dhriti samyamau apagachataha on its own. So, Yudhishtiraha dhriti samyamau apagamayati. Pupuriyarda? Okay. That is what is happening. So, instead of apagamayati, we can just have badhate. He blocks. Abdin. Imamaham veda natavakim dhiyam vichitra rupah kalu chitta vrittayah vichintayantya bhavadapadam param rujanti chetaf prasabham mamadhayah. Romba pudcha line. Vichitra rupah kalu chitta vrittayah. This is a statement that you can use often in your life. Because chitta vritti is something that is so strange. Vichitra rupaha chitta vrittayaha. The thoughts can be of varied nature. We don't know how each one will think. So moods or states of mind, chitta vritti is something that is totally vichitram. You can't predict how people will think. So she says, I don't understand this state of your mind. The imam tavakim dhiyam aham na veda. I am incapable of understanding what is going on in your brain. So tavakim dhiyam, your thought, your state of mind, I do not understand, because in general, chitta vrittayaha vichitra rupaha khalu. The strange are the workings of the mind. Vichintayantya bhavadapadam param bhavadapadam vichintayantyaha mama chetaha adhayaha prasabham rujanti. So adhayaha mama chetaha rujanti. Adhayaha is the karta. Adhi manovyatha. My the difficulties or the anguish that I have in my mind. So that seems to make my heart, or it seems to hurt my heart. Chetaha rujanti. It is wounding my heart, my chetas, my mind. So adhayaha param bhavat apadam vichintayantyaha. As I am thinking about the great calamity that has come to you, the great difficulty that you are in, which belongs to you. So bhavad apadam, param bhavad apadam, looking at this terrible difficulty that has come to you, the troubles that are there in my mind, or the என்னோட மன கஷ்டம் என்ன புண்படுத்துறதுங்கிற. So ஆதயஹா மம சேதஹா ருஜந்தி. It is troubling me. The anguish of my mind is I am unable to bear your suffering. So the next 3 shlokas are actually describing Yudhishtira here.
In the Anvaya, after the Shashti, Vichintayantyaha,
Mama varna.
Adayaha anga varna. Chetaha adukapra. Cheta is in...
So mama adhayaha இல்லனா விசிந்தயந்தியாஹா மம ஆதயஹா இங்கேயும் ஒரு மம போட்டுக்கலாம்.
Okay.
So chetaha becomes the karma.
Yeah.
Mama chetaha prasabham rujanti. Yeah.
Tavaki is a very old usage for tava, right? Like tavadiya. She could have said imam tavadiyam aham navet. She could have said that, but tavaki is an older usage. It makes an adjective out of it, right?
Yeah, it is. Twadiyam dhiyam gramadri.
Yeah, and the madri. Okay.
Tvadiya madri. So tavaki is like that. Tvadiya. Okay. Shobha, you want to go?
Okay. Pratipatha imam vartamanam. I think there should be an equals there, right?
Equals there, yeah.
Imam vartamanam tavakim tvadiyam dhiyam chittavrittim aham Draupadi na veda na janami. Chittavrittayaha manovyaparaha vichitrarupaha khalu. Dhira adhiradyaneka prakaraha khalu. Right? Dhira adhira.
Yeah.
Okay.
It can be of any type. We don't know. We think that it will be very courageous at this point, and then suddenly you find that it is not.
There should be one comma after Vartamanam also, right?
Yeah.
Imam
Okay.
Okay.
Kintu
param atyantam bhavat आपदं तव विपत्तिं विचिन्तयन्त्याः भावयन्त्याः मम चेतः इस् इन् द्वितीया विभक्ति एकवचन, राइट? मम चित्तं आधयः मनोव्यथाः प्रसभं बलात् रुजन्ति पीडयन्ति. ओके. भावः मनोव्यापाराः विचित्राः बहुविधाश्च वर्तन्ते. The thoughts or attitudes of mind are very strange and varied also, right?
Yeah.
बहुविधाश्च varied. अत एव अहम् अधुना तव चित्तवृत्तिं वेदितुम् असमर्था अस्मि. Because of that, I am I am unable to understand your mind, disposition of your mind.
Right.
किन्तु तत्र विपत्तिं मनसि भावयन्त्याः मम चित्तं व्यथाभिः पीड्यते.
कर्मणि. So mama chittam vyathabhihi pīdyate.
Okay. Vyathabhihi pīdyate. Okay.
So my mind is troubled by...
My mind is getting... My mind is troubled or getting afflicted by the calamities or sorrowness, right?
Grief.
Looking at the misfortune, the misfortune, your misfortune, right? Or just the misfortune. Kintu tatra vipattim manasi bhavayantyah, or thinking about or pondering about the misfortune, my mind is getting afflicted by the grief, right?
So
Parantu
tatra vipattim
vipattim.
irka illa is it tava vipattim? Book la
Tava Vipattim only is there in the book.
okay. Ada. So looking at thinking about your difficulty, my mind is even more troubled by that.
Troubled by the worries, right? Yatha meaning worries.
Worries. Yeah.
So tatra
By the
adaya
worries.
iti bahuvachana roopam adihi.
Adhihi adhi adhayah. Adhi vyadhimbo. So it is an ikaranta padam. Bahuvachana. So that's why adhayah rujanti. Parantu.
Parantu vipattim swayam anubhavan tvam tu na vikaroshi. Mahadascharya metat. But even after enduring this vipatti, this calamities, you remain unaffected. Tvam tu na vikaroshi. You remain unaffected. Mahadascharya metat. This is a great surprise.
Yeah. So this Veda, na janami, Veda is actually latlakara. Okay. Vetti vittaha vidanti is one form. Veda, vedatuhu veduhu. Vidatuhu viduhu. Okay. Vidatuhu viduhu. Correct. That is another latlakara form only. Imamaham Veda Natavakindhyam Vichitra Rupah Kalu Chitta Vrittayaha Vichintayantya Bhavadapadam Param Rujanti Chetaf Prasabham Mamadhayaha. Now the next three shlokas are about Yudhishtira, showing the difference between how he was before and how he is right now. Puradhirudha Shayanam Mahadhanam Vibodhyase Yastutigiti Mangalaihi Adabhra Darbham Adhishayasasthalim Jahasi Nidram Ashivai Shivarutaihi. Pura adhirudha mahadhanam shayanam adhirudha tvam. So yaha, the one who was sleeping, adhirudha, one who was lying down on a mahadhanam, a great valued bed. Adad romba expensive bed. Okay. So mahadhanam shayanam adhirudha. Sleeping on a bed which was really valuable, which was yasya mahat mulyam asid. Dhanam, you don't take it as literally money or which was great, but which was valuable, extremely valuable. Stuti giti mangalaihi vibodhyase. Vibodhyase, you were being woken up from your sleep by mangala, auspicious songs and praises, stuti and giti. So there are stuti patakas or vaitalika who sing announcing that particular time, waking up time, eating time, etc., etc. So there are people who used to sing praises of the king, situation or the season. They would describe the season. You will see these characters in Natakam. Always, invariably, there will be one Stuti Pataka who sings something or the other. In every Natakam, mostly 90% of the Natakas you will find a Stuti Pataka or a Vaitalika who sings. So, yaha Yudhishtiraha Stuti Giti Mangala Pura Mahadhanam Shayanam Adhirudaha Sanna Pura Stuti Giti Mangalaihi Vibodhyase. You who were woken up before, who was lying down on a valuable bed and who was woken up by the praises and songs which were auspicious, Mangalaihi. Now what is happening? Adabra Darbham Sthalim Adhishayya. Both cases he is using Adhishingstasam. So as Adabra Darbham Sthalim Adhishayya Ashivaihi Shivarutaihi Nidram Jahasi. There you were being woken up by people. Here you let go of your own sleep. There is nobody to wake you up. Nidram jahasi. You leave your sleep. After first you lie down on a ground which is over covered with kusha grass, darbha grass. So dabra is very little. Adabhram nama, a lot of it. So, Adabra Darbham Sthalim Adhishayya, having laid down on a ground which is just completely filled with a lot of overgrown darbha grass, probably. And then Ashivaihi, Shiva Rutaihi. Shiva here is jackal. By the howlings, inauspicious howling of a jackal, you leave your nidra. You're not woken up by people. Adudanga. Shiva Rutam.
This Stuti Geeti Mangalaihi, it is not just the praising the sleeping king himself, right? It is for gods or some other praise, some other people are doing
Both. Anything can happen. So depending on the context, the Vaitalika can praise the king, he can praise a god, he can praise the season. It depends.
Anything else is okay, but praising the one who's sleeping sounds little too much.
Why? நீங்க நாடகம் இன்னும் நிறைய படிங்கோ அதுக்கப்புறம் நம்ம பார்க்கலாம்.
Even when waking up our kids when they're very little, we like praise, you're such a good boy.
Doesn't என்ன கௌசல்யா சுப்ரஜா ராம பூர்வா சந்தியா பிரவர்த்ததே உத்திஷ்ட நரசார்தூல நரசார்தூல she is waking up Rama.
Yeah.
என்ன she is praising Rama only, the one who is sleeping there.
Yeah, mother waking up like that is good, but Stuti Patakas coming and waking up them like that is...
He's a king here.
Kings are open up. He's a king, like he has to be open up. But here on the thing is, Vibodhyase is in passive, right?
Yes.
And Jahasi is in active. So that's what you're pointing out.
Yeah.
Okay. But in the equivalence that the poet is drawing is that the Mangala Shabda is contracted with the
Amangala Shabda.
Mangala Shabdas. Okay.
Yeah. And anga you are also surrounded by people who were eager to wake you up and want to meet you. And the madri, there is some kind of a expectancy and they want to see him as a king. Whereas here inge நாயும் நரியும் என்னத்தை பார்க்க போறது?
So when we say Stalim, Akritrima Bhumi, there is something that's very crude and natural as opposed to the Shaya, which is very beautifully carpented, beautifully made bed. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And also the Shivas, they are considered not Shubham, Ashubham.
ஆமா அதான் அசிவைஹி சிவா ருதைஹி ருதம் நாம ருதிதம் their cry or howl. So அசிவ அமங்கள சிவம்ங்கிறது மங்களம் அசிவம்ங்கிறது அமங்களம்.
That is the contrast between the Stuti Patakas, Mangala Vachakaha versus
Duryodhana, when he was born, there was so much of howlings of jackals and donkeys and which was an indication of amangala.
And also they make that noise much earlier than the dawn, like almost like night itself they start doing it instead of waking up in the normal morning time.
So which means he is not able to sleep soundly.
Correct.
Happily. Yeah. Check. Who wants to go? Anyone who is not done can try. Janvi. Yes.
प्रतिपदार्थः यः त्वं महाधनं बहुमूल्यं शयनं शय्याम् अधिरूढः अधिष्ठितः सन् स्तुतिगीतमङ्गलैः स्तोत्रपाठैः गानैः मङ्गलशब्दैश्च पूर्वं विबोध्यसे जागरितो भवसि सह त्वम् अदभ्रदर्भां बहुलकुशां स्थलीम् अकृत्रिमभूमिम् अधिशय्य तत्र शयित्वा अशिवैः अमङ्गलैः शिवऋतैः क्रोष्टवासितैः निद्रां जहासि जागरितो भवसि.
Vashitam. Vashitana?
Vash means sound. Vash make a sound.
That is also a sound.
Tamil konjam nalla vashi.
வாஷிதங்கிறதுக்கு வாஷ்ரு சப்தே பசு பக்ஷ்யாதீனாம் சப்தः.
अस्तु नाम इन्स्ट्रुमेण्ट् शब्दः भवितुम् अर्हति.
वीणायाः क्वणिते इत्यर्थः. Okay.
நல்ல வாக்கிங்
What she said is not Tamil, that is Sanskrit.
Sanskrit is Tamil. Actually,
Totally.
it's used normally, right? I have heard it so many times.
இங்க குரோஷ்டூன்னு குரோஷ்ட்ரு கிடையாது.
Two is also there, right?
ऋकारान्त शब्दः एव.
It is a rikaranta shabda, no? It's not an ukara. Is it an ukaranta shabda? Kroshtu. Oh, kroshtuhu. Yes, there is an ukaranta. No, krosh. Okay, there seems to be an ukaranta shabda also, but usually it is only kroshtr. Okay. भावार्थं पठि.
हे नृप, पुरा त्वमन्तःपुरेषु बहुमूल्येषु तूलिकातल्पेषु शयमानाः मङ्गलवाचकैः स्तोत्रपाठैः जागरितो भवसि. अद्य अरण्येषु कठिनस्थलीषु कुशास्तरणेषु शयमानः अमङ्गलैः क्रोष्टुशब्दैः विबोध्यसे. तव इयं विपत्तिः शत्रोरपि मास्तु.
இது சொந்தம். the Vyakhyatas own interpretation there. Antahpureshu bahumulyeshu tulika talpeshu. Tulika is usually cotton and the yelavam panjum bolya. அதுக்கு என்ன சொல்லுவா? Silk cotton, na? Something like that. That is called tulika. Tulika talpam. Tulika can also mean feather. Goose down and the madri feathers are also.
ஹம்சதூளிகான்னு சொல்வாள்.
அதுவும். So very soft bed talpam. And iyam vipattihi shatrorapi mastu. Let this not be there for even the enemies.
Why doesn't she want it for Duryodhana? She wants it for Duryodhana.
அது அவளோட என்ன பண்றது? I don't think we need this. சொல்லுங்க.
Kushastarana. How do you split the samasta padam there? Kushastarana.
Kusha astaranam. Astaranam nama virippu. The spread.
Oh, spread. Okay.
Head spread.
Okay, okay, yeah, the spread, bed spread. Okay, kusha.
Kushanam astaranam kushastaranam. Okay. पुराधिशय्य शयनं महाधनं विभोद्यसे यस्तुतिगीति मङ्गलैः अदभ्रदर्भाम् अधिशय्य सस्थलीं जहासि निद्राम् अशिवैः शिवारुतैः. There are 2 more shlokas. We'll do that next class. Okay.